everyone. We're the Lawrence family and we're Mission family. I'm Tamara.
Rachel.
Shelly. Layla.
And Richard.
And our mission started in 2013, January 2013, when we arrived in Sipruta village up the Corentyne River in Guyana, South America.
Yeah, and there it was a school. We were part of a high school, a mission school, where we served as teachers at first, and then we became the leaders, the director and principal.
Yes.
And it was a boarding school as well. Not many boarders, but we had mostly day students. And it was a work in development. We took over from somebody else, and we did our part in serving there. And we were there for about 4 years. The location was, a place called Sipruta, which is basically the most eastern village in Guyana, and it's opposite. You can literally see Suriname. So yeah, so it's right.
The river that we were on is Suriname.
Yeah, so as soon as you go on the river on the boat, you're in Suriname. So.
Yes.
And so we served there for 4 years consecutively.
Basically in 2016,
Yeah.
I think 2016, 2015 we went to Argentina for the summer. We helped start a project there, a project that's still going on. Then 2016 we were transitioning to Europe, and we were in the US, and then we got the message that these girls' mom died.
Yeah.
And when we left, she was really ill, and we got the call that she died, and we turned back. Which Richard moved on to the UK to help and get things going, because we were looking to transition back there, and I came back to Guyana to get her immediately. She has a darling dad, so we couldn't take her, because I don't think he could lose his wife and his only daughter at the same time. So as much as we wanted to take her, but we knew we had to come and get Layla, and that took us another year here in Guyana, and then we got called to Romania. So, but while here in Guyana, basically it's a mission school. So the children from the village, they come daily, and we basically get them educated, while at the same time ensuring that there's Bible class, ensuring that we be the only Jesus they see. The only Bible they read was us and the other missionaries. So we had to be basically Christ to these children. And we did that for a few years until we left with Layla to Romania, where a school was starting, first of its kind in all of Europe. A self-supporting school, just like in Guyana. We were volunteers here, and after a year in Romania, I was asked to be the principal, and Richard was the dean. So can you tell us some of the things that you did as dean?
Well, it was a lot of kids. It turned out to be, in the end, like about 25 boys. Teenagers from 14 to 8, well, it was like 14 to 20, but most of the time it's 14 to 18, and it's where you basically like a big brother figure, father figure for them. That you're there when they need you. Their parents are far away, and so then you coach them, you teach them about life from a man perspective, and it was very challenging, but it was very rewarding at the same time.
Yes, and for me, first I was the English teacher. We needed to get these Romanians to do the American SAT in 4 years, and some of them, you had some with really good English, level of English, and some just they were new to English, and with God's help we did it. But after a year, I took over as principal, and we needed basically because the school was just started. It was an amazing campus, beautiful, 50 acres I think, and we had greenhouses and stuff because it's the kind of project where you had lessons in the morning, and then in the afternoon there was the vocational. Each child was in a different place. They had carpentry and mechanics, the farm, campus cleaning,
and etc.
everything basically. And they gave us a provisional accreditation. So I needed, as the principal, to ensure that this school would get accredited again. Because what they gave us was provisional, the fact that everything you've written out here we believe you're going to do. So I needed to ensure that everything was done that was written on that paper and to get the school re-accredited, while at the same time ensuring that I would get these kids off to university, because there were so many eyes on the school. Well, will it work? Will it not? Because it was, it was the first time they were having anything like this in the country, so there were so many eyes on this school. But of course you had parents, they were just the best, saying thank you, because my son, who's never washed a dish before, comes home and he's now washing dishes and making his bed and stuff like that, because of the values that they learned being at this school. And so it took a lot of time in the office, ensuring that I truly understood what was needed to ensure that this dorm school was following all the necessary protocol and following criteria and doing everything. And by God's grace, when we left with the school, the team came in and they assessed, and they had a 5-year accreditation, and that was all because of God and what He helped me to do. I had a really good team. The executive committee was absolutely great. We spent a lot of time together, meeting, praying, everything. But now we've been called to the UK. So we're kind of going home. It's home for him. I'm Jamaican. He's British, I'm Jamaican, and our daughters are Guyanese. But we left Romania, and even though when we came to Guyana it was supposed to be for 1 year, we left after, I think, just before it was 5 years, a couple months before it was 5 years. And then we went to Romania to transition into the UK, and we spent 4 years. And we came back to Guyana because her father was ready for us to take her and give her something different from what the village had.
So she wanted her to go with her sister. And
he wanted her to grow with her sister, which we were praying for years. It was an answer to prayer. And we came back to Guyana thinking it would be 6 months. It's been, in a couple of months, it'll be 2 years. But these girls became our mission, and now the Lord's bringing us. Okay, yeah, you, and then we got Lori. This is their cousin. All the girls' moms died. Her mommy died when she was little as well, and they were all with grandma. She was 3, yes. And the grandma is quite old, but she's been such a dear friend. She was such a good support for us when we were in the village. So we knew we wanted to help Rachel to grow up with something different as well than what the village has to offer. So, girls, what are you looking forward to in going to this school in Stanborough? Layla, what are you looking forward to in going back to England?
To see my family.
Go back to see your family? Layla struggled in Romania.
Shayla them. Nathaniel them.
To see my niece and nephews, yeah. She's looking forward to that. Shell, what are you looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to go to my new school and meet new friends and meet my new families.
Okay. And Lori? Rachel?
My family.
Mm-hmm.
Meet my new family.
To meet your new family. Okay, yeah.
Go to snow.
I
Yeah, I just know and personal.
It's like a slushy, falling from the sky.
Mix and blend.
And their grandparents are just dying to finally meet, you know, the two new ones. But going to Stanborough School has been an answer to prayer, because we wanted to know, does the Lord want us, where does the Lord want us to be? Because we know that there are many schools in the US, and we know there are a few of them who would be happy to have us because we've worked with them in the same organization, and they're dear friends. But I felt like the Lord closed the door to that. So a couple of weeks ago, when a prayer partner, prayer warrior called us, messaged and said, oh, I think you should be in the US, you'd be such an asset to one of these schools. And I prayed and I said, Lord, my sister just started a GoFundMe for us. And I don't want it to seem like a scam that we are trying to do a GoFundMe for the UK, but then we end up in the US. Please work it out and let us know exactly what you want from us and where you want us to be with these girls now that we have papers to travel with them. And I went back to sleep because this was before 6 o'clock. I woke up an hour later and I had a message from Stanborough Secondary School. I think it's the only Adventist high school in the UK. And they said, you know, I've been following your work for years, and we're looking to start the dorm again. Would you like to come and help us? We'd love to have you. And I knew that was an answer to prayer, asking the Lord, you know, saying, Lord, where do you want us to be? We're fundraising for the UK. Do you want us in the UK? And he answered clearly by having the school contact us, and we'd love to go and do for Stanborough School what we've done here in Guyana and what we did in Romania. We'd love to be able to go do that there, but of course we're ready. We have all the paperwork to travel with the girls. All we need are their visas and money to fly and stuff, and it's quite a bit. And living here in Guyana and raising, that's not that easy.
But,
It's that much.
But it's also like this project is also answer to prayer, because since 2016 we've been trying to like come home.
To go back home to the
like,
UK. Yes, that's
yeah,
true.
and so like it's been a long process. I mean, we have been to England in between.
Yeah.
But in terms of moving back and settling down and wanting to do mission, because we call ourselves, you know, the MFL's Missionary for Life, and we want to do mission for our life, and to find mission that we want to do in England, it was challenging, but like the doors have been open for us to you know, go in that direction. So I'm really happy about that.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to being on a campus, because I know how being on a campus in Romania was very good when we were starting out being new parents to Layla. You know, it was good for her. You know, they grew up in a village where they had this freedom and huge space, and having people of like mind, it was really, really good. So that's one of the reasons I was considering the US, because I wanted these girls to have the same thing, an environment of Christian believers, and to be able to do that. So I'm looking forward to being at a mission school for that reason as well, not just for what we believe that the Lord can help us to give, but what we think would be good for these girls as well. So that's us. You can follow us on social media. We have a mission page. We have missionaryforlife.org with some stuff there, little stuff here or there. And we pray that you will help us to achieve our goal of going to work at Stanborough Secondary School.
And give these kids a new start in life.
Yes, yes,
That's
yes. All right, thank you.
Bye.